We might not always be on time, but we always gonna be right here. It's another episode of the BBC Club podcast. It's the Black Boy Content Club. I am one of your three hosts, your resident supervillain, Mr. J. Washington. Yeah, I hate this motherfucker standing to me and looking all astonished. Like, look at him being all professional. But I'm gonna let shut up. Look,
professional.
Look, I'm gonna let the other two fellas introduce themselves before we introduce our guest we have today.
Yo, it's Moses Prim, man. Prim Cinema. You already know we back on another beautiful Sunday, man. I appreciate y'all coming through.
It is a beautiful Sunday. I'm glad to be here. I almost died. I told y'all I got in an argument with my girl on the way here, and I had to
you
pee.
ain't tell me. I missed all of this.
I had to pee the whole time, so it was just doubly upsetting. But it's all good. We good now. We all right.
And we got a special.
Oh yeah, I'm the Darkitect. Chris Burns is the building. I even got my merch on today. Yeah.
Dark Foundation.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
And we got a special guest in the building. If y'all ain't seen him already, this man is on a lot of things right now. He's on the show on Fruit Television called The Switch Up.
Call that nigga Fruity Television.
See, no,
Fruity
he knows
TV.
why I'm doing that.
See what happens?
I get it.
He knows why I'm doing
It
it.
took me a second.
Oh, because you can't do it. Oh, you can't do
Fruit
that.
Television show
Okay.
called The Switch Up.
You still can't do that, though, probably.
No, you can do whatever. These aren't great metaphors. But they're solid. They're
Malcolm
solid.
Barrett is here, goddammit.
Hey. Shout out to Craig. I don't know you enough to insult
Chris.
you.
Chris.
Who, me?
But then I guess I did. Shout out to Prim for that uncomfortable vocal tone.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And then shout out to you for your fake Bible verse that you used as the intro about us not being on time.
Oh, no, bro.
Yeah, I'm Baptist.
He come with all the little sayings and shit. This nigga always got the
100%.
sayings. Oh, man.
See,
You wouldn't believe it.
See, I was worried about this episode because it was like, Jay had to prove that he knows the people that he knows, so he was like, "Oh, he gonna bring Malcolm through." And I was like, if this becomes a love fest between these two, me and Prim gonna have to break this shit up. I'm perfectly glad that the roast session can continue.
Yeah,
I
roast this
feel
nigga.
like you
Let this
got
nigga
so
have it,
much.
man.
I'll not say one positive thing about it.
You'll
This
fit right
entire
in.
episode.
God damn it, shit.
But no, Jay, we with the sayings and shit. I remember, what was it, episode 4? This nigga was like, 4 up, 4 down. Let's start that.
Zip it up.
This be freestyle. Hey, no, I fuck with it though. That's
you're
a part of the
preacher.
show. It's a
You're
part of the
like a
show.
poor preacher. I like
100%.
it.
100%.
Also, if anyone's wondering, this is tobacco.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. That's fine. Yeah.
We got different crowds.
Everybody already did it in the chat. Like, dude look like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Mama look like Dave Chappelle.
That's funny.
I was about to hit her with a special.
Sticks and stones. I get it.
So we always do this again. We missed y'all, and we as always are brought to you by the National Association for the Advancement of Niggas and Niggas Like You.
Lord Jesus.
And yes, and niggas like you. And we have a new sponsor this week.
Oh,
Chris.
always, absolutely, yeah. Again, thanks for the support. We do 2 weeks in a row, in the regular time slot and shit. That's impressive.
That's
You know
good.
what I mean?
We got it, man.
We here, we together, we got a guest. God damn it. So we appreciate all the support. We appreciate all the 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts. Several of y'all went ahead and subscribed to the Black Boy Content Club YouTube page. Like we said, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to move all these goodies over there. But we appreciate it because in the meantime, we need sponsorship for this show. But the new sponsor for today is niggas who, when you give them a compliment, they go, just trying to get like you, dog.
That's the blackest thing in the world.
Wait, producer just hit us with another sponsor. Sponsored by dudes that text you 2 minutes before they're gonna be 30 minutes late.
I mean, that's every black person in the world.
Yeah.
My mom does that shit.
I wish we were sponsored by that person, man. We would be fucking millionaires.
But you wouldn't find out about it for a while.
That shit would be delayed.
Delayed ass
My favorite thing is like as soon as I've already missed whatever I was supposed to do, and they call you like I love when somebody is 8 o'clock or 7:58 and you were supposed to meet them and they like, where you at? And you're like, dude, I'm on my way. But then you're like, yo, traffic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Planned.
Yeah, that's traffic.
Well, in
That's all
LA,
traffic.
you can't even dispute the shit. It's fucked
somebody
up.
said they-
Tell me it's not traffic.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You'd be like, man, traffic was clear. Oh, you a lie.
Yeah.
Traffic was clear.
Only people that should never be late is people on motorcycles.
Yes.
Nah, I don't like that shit.
No,
I don't
you
like
better
when
be
they
late or
just.
dead.
I don't like when they just swerve.
Nigga, I crashed, dog. Shit, my helmet. Thank God I had my helmet on.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it, man.
You're like, hey man, this is my bike under somebody's car right the fuck now. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
speaking of crashes, man, Coach Prime took a hell of a.
Oh, that's
So what's happening?
Good
That's what I do.
segue.
Oh,
Okay.
He do Bible verses, I do Segway.
okay. Senor Segway out there.
Good segues.
So yeah, what happened? I'm out of the loop. I don't know what's going
Oregon
on.
beat the dog shit out of Colorado. What was it, like 45-6?
They beat the crap out of them.
Beat the dog shit.
Now I'm an outsider, right? So this is what's amazing to me. This is what I've taken from this whole shit.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Because I don't know shit. Right? But I got opinions.
All right. The best kind.
Yeah. Right? So the team was 1-11.
Yep.
Now they 3-1.
Right.
So they already doing better than they supposed to be doing.
Facts.
Right? They still fucked up this game, right? But I feel like the animosity is all towards Dion.
Yeah.
And I feel like all the coaches is like, can't believe this goddamn Negro is so fucking confident walking up here. And it don't matter white or black. Like the black coaches that been getting overlooked and been like, this shit is a sham. Sitting here like, God damn it, this new Negro that came in, they're all looking like fucking Samuel Jackson and Django.
Yeah,
They all
man.
like, I can't believe this motherfucker. This nigga's on a horse. Like, yeah, they all pissed off. He's wearing blue and on a horse.
Yeah, low key, we do have a lot of like sci-fi civil rights type of shit going on right now.
But
Like, we got all this new age, you know what I mean, like the steel chair type of shit going on. Like we got a lot of movements
It was
and shit
42 to
happening.
6. Sorry,
you
that
know
was
what
the
I
score.
mean?
Thank you, appreciate it. It's 42 to 6. That's still an ass.
Yeah, hey, shout out to them niggas moving the needle, man. Making movement,
It
bro.
was like you sit there and watching everybody past 3 games with Colorado. They're like, yo, these boys, TCU, Nebraska. Who did they just beat? Colorado State. So everybody, and that was going in like 2 double overtime or some shit. So everybody's like, oh, they legit. They going undefeated against an undefeated team.
Yeah.
And you got the Oregon Ducks with a quarterback who is arguably 37 years old. That is a grown man quarterbacking for the Oregon Ducks. Pull up a picture of Bo Nix and be like, that's a grown ass man. And so they just got outplayed, and the offensive line for fucking Colorado was like, that's the quarterback for He's supposed to be 23. That is a grown man who should be on the desk at ESPN.
He like Professor Hulk and shit.
I don't really know him, but he looks like he advocated for legal rape.
This nigga went to Duke. He trying to say
I would have played lacrosse, but my father.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
He's got father. All his excuses start with.
Do you know who my father is? Everything.
They be like, 2 + 2 is 4. He's like, look, my dad said.
But no, you're
I'm
right.
sure he's
though.
a nice guy.
It's coming from all sides. It's like the support and excitement from so many caucasoids on Twitter or X or whatever the
I call
fuck.
them male sapiens.
Yeah. That are so excited that Colorado lost the game.
This shit racist, man. I don't like it.
Really trying to make a catch.
But it's at a fever pitch. It's like all of a sudden like a goddamn Ferguson rally like on the internet of people who are so excited that Oregon lost. And then to your point,
You mean Colorado lost?
Colorado lost. Even to your point, when they did play Colorado State, another black coach, rather than in any way being like, I'm happy for what Dion and them doing, his whole demeanor was like, fuck them and we about to take it, personal and do all this other shit. It's just like
Two things I noticed.
So, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm famous. So two things I noticed is that when that thing happened between, I think, Travis Hunter, maybe is his name.
Yeah.
and the defender-
That's the other part. They had to
and
play
the
without
defender with
Travis
the-
Hunter because he got injured in a targeting play the game before.
They got fucked
Now
up.
the defender did what he did, and Dion's response was, "This is a young teen. Don't come at this dude. There's death threats he's getting." That was Dion's response. Everybody that faced Dion went, fuck Dion. They was really going hard at him, and I really appreciate the fact. And when they asked Dion about the fellow coach, the black coach, and a dude and a white dude, and I never trust a white dude asking about race, but he said, how do you feel about having another black man as a coach and this and that and blah blah, knowing that the brother had said some negative things about him, and Dion went, I'm happy for him, this and that. So for all the cocky stuff that happens when things go down, Deion still backs the players. He backs the fellow people. He still talks his crap.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And he wears sunglasses.
Yeah.
And he makes speeches that are more interesting than yours. But he still sides with these are teens, these are kids. We are people trying to work this business and all the best. I ain't hear him, and I'm not in the business, so tell me if I'm wrong. But I ain't hear him talk mess about these other coaches as personally as they've talked about him.
He was even calm talking about how they lost. He was like, yo, this was a good old-fashioned butt kick.
That's right.
Like,
Isn't it funny that he because he found religion at post his primetime era, and so that you don't. But now he don't curse at all.
Most people do after when you've been on this high.
People like, now that I'm done fucking bitches.
And that's part of my point with him, though. That's part of my point with him.
Coach Norvell, that's who it is. Damn.
Yeah. He's done it all. Deion's done it all. This nigga had the Jerry curl and the gold chains in the early 90s.
SNL.
Yeah, he had an album. He was hanging with MC Hammer and shit.
I forgot the fact that the only person
that's the coach.
The only person I think of playing two sports is Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
And I forget that Deion Sanders
Was a double sports
person. And I forget, and I had to be reminded of, and this is why all these coaches is mad, because you start looking up Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Is that he scored a touchdown and a home run in the same week.
That's right.
Like, I think within a 3-day span.
period.
And I don't know how many humans have done that. And the fact that he acknowledges that, they be getting pissed. He's like, I scored a touchdown and a home run in the same week. Why you gotta say it though?
We can Google it later. What you not gonna do?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's like Super Mario and shit. This nigga sketch.
Mario start playing so many damn sports.
That nigga be getting it in, bro.
He's an F1 racer.
Right. He got skills.
Deion Sanders is Mario. That's why they pissed. They're like, why he's refereeing right now?
So Shador is actually Luigi and the brother though?
You know who's the real life Mario? Is Shaquille O'Neal.
Nah, no bullshit.
He's a sheriff. They run commercials for insurance.
And a Buick.
Gold Bond, foot powder.
Have you seen that big ass nigga in the Buick commercial? He be like, I fit in this Buick. Like, nigga, no, you don't.
And a wrestler and an NBA guy? Like, come on, man.
If Shaq is Mario, who's Snoop Dogg? Because Snoop got commercials in India, niggas. Snoop Dogg did Bollywood.
Show with Martha Stewart.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody got more side missions than
No. Right. He completed the main mission of life.
I was at a bar.
Snoop is Luigi.
I was at a local bar, just chilling at my local bar, and then who shows up on this whatever night is Snoop and dude that goes Open Gangnam Style.
The Gangnam Style. That's hilarious.
Yeah, the American Idol dude.
The both of them, it was some special night. The both of them showed up to do a remix of Open Gangnam Style.
At the local bar?
Wow.
What the hell is happening? Like, mad local remix.
Man.
That's hilarious.
Somebody said Shaq owns some Papa John's too. Yes, he do, because after that whole Papa John's racist shit.
Yeah,
Did he take over Papa
He
John's?
took over
They're
Papa.
like, yo, Papa John's is racist. Get Shaq.
Because you remember Shaq was doing the
Who's
commercial.
the biggest black nigga we can
They
get?
was doing the commercials where Shaq would go into the fucking Papa John's restaurants and the employees was like, what the fuck are you doing
I
here?
know. Well, they worried they got to make this nigga
He was
several
like that.
pizzas.
Shaq walking in the door.
I know the restaurant.
I love the idea of Shaq doing undercover boss.
Yeah.
It's not me. I'm somebody else.
I'm an old lady. I'm an old lady. Just run the company.
This is a good. I mean, damn. Who is the great? Is Shaq the greatest multi-hyphenate of all time? Because while Snoop has done a lot of things, Shaq got albums, nigga. Shaq
Shaq Fu
got
changed lives, nigga.
video game.
Yeah.
They made it Shaq
Damn,
Fu.
they sure did Shaq Fu the video game.
Look, Shaq he's with the Fushnikins.
That's
That's
right.
what he
He's
got
won an
Shaq's right.
NBA title.
Yeah.
He do insurance.
Yeah.
He's a marshal.
Yep.
Yep.
He done ran comedy specials.
Yep.
He did
One of the
hoops.
most famous comedy
He was
specials.
doing hoops.
He was
Yeah,
in movies
the
and TVs. He was
Yeah,
Steel.
he was Blue.
One of the
Come
most
on. Ed
famous
Kazan.
comedy specials ever is the one where Jamie Foxx roasts Homeboy.
Yeah.
His name I can't remember. That stuff
Williams.
still go viral.
Doug
I wasn't
Williams.
gonna say it because it wasn't flattering. Sorry, my memory works.
Somebody, Doug even posted it once recently on Instagram. It was like,
Yeah. To
hey,
be Doug Williams is a verb now.
you got Doug Williams, nigga.
Oh, that's rough. But that was back when Joe Torre was popping.
Magic
right.
walked so Shaq could run.
Yeah. Right. Well,
Magic owns. Here's what's
Magic
amazing.
owned the Dodgers.
Here's the thing. Magic was an MVP. He caught light AIDS.
yeah. Diet
And
AIDS.
then
He called Diet
he caught diet AIDS for the science because I still want to be funny, but I gotta be accurate.
Yeah.
He caught diet AIDS and then became an entrepreneur. Like then we were like, oh, we should follow his business tactics.
And you were like, but the part of the business is diet AIDS.
Like we didn't care. We was like, he's so good at movie theaters.
Yeah. Have you been to TGI Fridays recently?
There's a recent documentary with fucking Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And what was it? The Last Dance.
Yeah.
Nobody mentioned his age. You know how accomplished you have to be for no one to mention you have HIV?
Yeah.
His penmanship's great. Like, it's good at soda. Like, good at soda. We didn't care. We were like, let's move on.
We get it.
We get it. He caught it.
This nigga's age not well, you know there's a thing Magic
It's not
has.
about that. Like,
Magic out here. Remember that meme that kept circulating, the Magic drawing blood, and motherfuckers was going because it was like an old. I think it's some old thing of Magic. Like I think it was pre-diabetes.
Niggas donating blood.
First off. But that's the thing. Michael Jordan has a more popular I failed meme than Magic Johnson does.
Of course.
Right.
And Magic Johnson got them goddamn That way don't goddamn sense.
But you forget.
You're like, oh, don't put me in that Michael Jordan. Don't put my face over Jordan.
Look, this something amazing. It showed Magic.
First off.
It wasn't real, like they said, but it was supposed to be Magic donating blood, and niggas was losing it. Like what?
I ain't gonna lie, I might sign up.
Yeah.
He's doing great.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like, well, that's what I'm missing.
I'm good on that, actually.
Boost to the career nigga need.
Yeah, I'm actually cool.
Well, here's the thing. Charlie Sheen, I think, has real AIDS.
He has a whole
Something, yeah.
Magic has impossible AIDS.
Yeah, Charlie Sheen got
Yeah, vegan AIDS.
Vegan AIDS?
vegan ass AIDS. Fucking Magic Johnson.
Because he is the first nigga. He is the first nigga of all time to get fat while having HIV. I've never seen no shit like that before.
That is insane. All right. It's too many AIDS jokes, man. It's too many AIDS jokes. Let's cut it.
Listen,
Heavyweights ass AIDS. Like, you could make Philadelphia with a fat nigga. Like, if Tom Hanks gained weight.
Yeah. And they'll be like, what the
You
fuck
wouldn't even
is
feel
going
bad for
on
this
here?
nigga, man.
on behalf of all
You say-
real movie.
on behalf
Magic.
of those who are watching us and listening to us.
Yes, we know Magic does not have AIDS. He has HIV. Which,
Right.
the
Well,
distinction is
so
made. That's
that's
like
not
that's diet AIDS.
So she got sugar free. Magic got Timu AIDS.
Wait, sugar free. Oh.
Sugar free the pill.
Hey, I'm a pretty pimp with the light AIDS.
King Mike said, I can't believe it's not AIDS.
I'm glad we on strike because my career's over.
Yeah.
Magic hit the bat phone like this. Never again with this nigga here, bro. He's not welcome at TGI Fridays. He ain't welcome at my movie
Look,
theater.
Malcolm, I was like, I had a upstarting career that just stopped.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Magic just fucked all us up. Magic's like, oh, make a
Let
phone.
me see these niggas at Dodger
No, Magic
Stadium.
was like, hey, Cookie, let's make a phone call. Let's fuck these niggas' heads up. Like, what? Listen, everybody want to talk
This
about my
can't be
age.
Magic's first AIDS joke.
No. Yeah.
50
It's been since
years
92.
Yeah,
Right. It's
he's
like
fine,
92.
bro.
I think he's had HIV longer than he.
At this point, probably.
Somebody said,
Yeah.
Producio said our 2 one-star reviews are from Magic and Beyonce.
Oh yeah, we had a whole talk about
Which I think
Beyonce's. We were just talking about how bad her lace front is.
I don't know anything about
Well, actually, throw Anthony Mackey on that list because you broke my heart, bro. I didn't realize
Oh,
that.
what happened?
So Anthony Mackey saw a video of me roasting him or whatever.
First off-
you sent it to him. Where,
First
What the
off-
fuck?
yeah, it was
You
the
light
whole
snitch?
thing, man.
First off,
You like
first
snitch.
off, it's a public. It's YouTube.
I mean, I guess. Of course.
That's why I said light.
I can't believe you pointed him to the internet. First off, me and Mackey, I don't even know that he receives all my texts. It's not even a thing. Okay.
Mackie got all the shit to a folder.
Yeah,
Niggas
I
I'll
got
talk to
folders
later.
on my.
Fo-
It's not, you know.
Niggas I'll talk to later.
But I did send it. So for those that don't know, I've been watching Prim's Hollywood cinema.
It's
whatever
hood
the hell you
cinema. Hood
call it.
cinema.
I don't
Yeah.
know
I appreciate it.
that. I'm an avid watcher.
Got you.
I've seen
No.
every episode.
That's my thing, okay? But it's funny because for me, when it first started was the basketball video and a couple other videos I've been watching. But I remember, because I think I had just come from his place. I think I was throwing dollar bills at his toilet because I was drunk.
Hey.
And then and I was like, look at this video, man. This shit is hilarious. It was like a thread. No response. But except for me and my boy, I was like, we'll talk about it later. But it was like zero response. But I've been watching because it's fucking hilarious. And you know, I'm an actor, so it's like I'm friends with like 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Of these motherfuckers. So me and Jay got cool like 2-3 days ago.
Yeah.
Man, just 47 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was not a fan.
Not at all. I saw this nigga in TV. I was like, why do they keep booking this nigga?
Oh yeah, no, that's jealousy. So, so, but then you know, our boy that I've been knowing for a while also is Eugene Bird.
Yeah.
And so Eugene is also in 8 Mile. And if you didn't know him at the time, he's known for getting his ass whooped in 8 Mile, trying to fuck that white girl. You know what I mean?
That nigga.
what's his name?
Yeah, I just told you his name is Eugene Bird.
No, I meant the characters.
Hey,
I
you know,
know,
the
goddamn.
best part, this is going to be the one episode Bird watch. He'd be like, you know, you sit there looking at his phone. Hey, these motherfuckers.
Oh, the cat. I always refer to him as not Lorenz Tate.
That's hilarious.
But I just realized who you're talking about. I was like, oh yeah, that nigga who's not Lorenz Tate. He's like Eugene.
I can't,
like, fuck y'all niggas.
yeah, I can't believe it's not Lorenz Tate and shit. Yeah.
Diet Lorenz.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get me on quotes.
Hey, I want to text this nigga right now.
He's not watching.
I just want to text him. He's been called not Lorenz Tate.
Hilarious. That's a compliment because Lorenz Tate looks so good. I know he drank vampire blood.
Yeah, Lorenz Tate's that nigga, man.
Yeah, low key.
He might be the only brother I truly
Definitely an
believe
all-star.
is in the Illuminati.
Lorenz Tate, because he was like, I'm still around.
He got the same haircut from Jason's lyric. You
Right.
can't have There's no black man with the same haircut from '89.
Alan Payne ain't even got the same.
Alan Payne is still like, I'm trying to get that old thing back. You know?
Hilarious. Dying old
shit.
dog. Okay, so anyway, Wink, right?
Wink, there we go.
Yeah,
Thank you. That was the
yeah,
That
character's
was his
name.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was him, man. That one, I texted him that one too. Like, look at this goddamn shit.
Look at you, fucking Brittany Murphy.
Yeah.
Why you do the home ball like that?
Yeah, man. Hey, so you're in movies. You doing all your doing your whole
I'm
thing,
famous,
man.
man.
You famous
Yeah.
as hell, man. So do you?
I'm famous at church.
Yeah. That's,
Church is like Malcolm's back.
hey,
That go
nah,
Malcolm.
they think you Bokeem Woodbine.
They do it the comments. That's strong.
No. But so, like, do you watch movies? I think because it's like a chef, like he don't want to cook at home and shit. Do you like want to watch movies at home, or are you done with movies by the time you get home? What's happening?
No,
What
I
are you
love
watching?
movies.
What's like your favorite genre?
Can
or
I tell you,
whatever?
I'm not even like these other actors. Who are like, I can't even see myself. I'm like, turn my shit on.
That's
Good.
fine.
I was strong.
Yeah, that's fine.
In that one. But I grew up a movie kid, a TV kid. I grew up a latchkey kid. That mean that I raised myself along with my mama
And the TV.
and the television. You know what I mean? So I was watching Matlock. You know what I mean? But I loved Blues Brothers. I loved Beverly Hills Cop. That was my big thing. And I loved weird, dark stuff. Like I remember being young, wanting to see Nightmare on Elm Street. Not Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare on Christmas. What is it?
Okay.
Nightmare
yeah.
Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas. And I was like, why are all these songs? I thought there was going to be more murder. Thrown off completely.
Some of this Clay shit.
But I love all genres of stuff. That's why I think that's probably a lot of actors is that they grew up watching this thing and they're like, let me do this. I want to be Sidney. I want to be Denzel. I want to be Chris Tucker. I want to be Eddie Murphy. I want to be all these. I wanted to be Eddie because Eddie did the widest variety of things. And at 18, he had blockbusters.
Right.
And was like, every black comic who's been around white people has been the best comic.
Yeah.
So when you watch that Saturday Night Live, you're like, that's me. So that was the thing. And also he's from Brooklyn and he's from the hood. Like I'm from Fort Greene, Bed-Stuy, Clinton Hills. So seeing Charlie Murphy, seeing Eddie Murphy, and seeing them bring that sensibility to a blockbuster marketplace was amazing to me. That was the best thing in the world, and the variety what they were able to do, like because he ain't in no box, right? Like that guy has gone from playing the parody of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood to playing Bowfinger to doing stand-up, right? To being awarded the Mark Twain Award,
right?
And all these types of stuff. To being, I think his first 3, 4, 5 movies were blockbusters.
We're all blockbusters.
That was it.
And honestly, so I'm gonna throw the Nutty Professor in there just because it's a silly, stupid ass movie, but he's playing every character. That's crazy as shit.
And
Like
Nutty Professor
I've never seen nothing like that before.
Nutty
That's
Professor
insane,
came out
bro.
during. I'm gonna be real nerdy. Two nerd things for you. One, Nutty Professor came out same time as Independence Day.
Right.
Right. So I remember, and I only remember that because I was with groups of friends and we were trying to decide what movie to see, and Independence Day had hit, and you had Will Smith, and it was the first time for a lot of us to see a black man be the lead of a sci-fi movie kicking ass.
Right.
And at the same time, you had Eddie Murphy doing a comedy where he's playing 6, 7 goddamn characters at the time. So it was like this huge moment, this huge movement where you were like, God damn, I can be any of that. Do you know what I mean? So all of that was like a trailblazing thing that happened in the early 90s that you weren't used to seeing. So to me, they're always going to have a sweet spot because they accomplished things that nobody else did. Like to be a white hero is not a big deal in movies. There's a billion of them.
Yeah.
But to be a black hero was amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then to have Eddie Murphy, you know, the closest I caught Eddie Murphy was there was Peter Sellers, right? So Peter Sellers, folks know him for doing the Pink Panther,
Yeah.
but you also know him from doing Doctor Strangelove, where he played 3-4 characters, and he's British, and he played an American soldier, German. He played a Texan. He played a whole bunch of different things, and you rarely saw that. There's only about 2 people that did that. It was Peter Sellers and Eddie Murphy, and then later on you got Tyler Perry, right? Like,
I mean,
yeah,
sure.
yeah. And
Don't
that's
forget
it.
you get Martin doing it too.
And you
in
got
the
Martin
show.
Lawrence, who got it from Flip Wilson.
Yeah.
All right, because Flip Wilson, and I only know that because I watch Martin, and I get my mom be like, "That ain't nothing but Flip Wilson."
That ain't number Geraldine. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Flip Wilson used to cross dress or do
Yeah,
some
Geraldine.
Geraldine. He would play multiple characters because he had. So here's the thing: every show you see, it's a version of a show you've already seen.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So Dave Chappelle's show was a version of Richard Pryor's show, right? Which is a version of, and I could be getting my math wrong, Flip Wilson's show, right? And just like Dave Chappelle took from Richard Pryor's book. He quit his show because the things he was doing was so different that he couldn't tell where the audience was, and he had a pushback, and he didn't feel comfortable. He was doing uncomfortable humor, but the laughs didn't feel right to him. Richard Pryor quit his own show. He canceled his own show.
Yeah.
Chappelle canceled his own show, right? So there's a bunch of people that have been doing these things. Flip Wilson existed before Martin Lawrence, and Flip Wilson would play these own. It was more of a variety show, but he played all of these characters. He played a Geraldine. Look, even Richard Pryor and JoJo Dancer was in a dress. I remember showing that to a buddy of mine. You know, when it wasn't as cool, to at least have an alternate opinion about this. Where he was just like, that nigga's in a dress. You know what I mean?
If you show somebody Dave Chappelle and Robin Hood Men in Tights, they lose their fucking mind.
Yeah.
They forget about it.
But you know what it is? Folks, and I'm going to be real old, folks don't have no sense of history of more than like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not, I think until you get to 30 or past 30 where you start to go, oh, I care about the history that existed before 20 years before me. And you realize that a lot of these are the same things just happening in variations. Like everything I'm doing is just me trying to build on all the people I loved that came before me. So nothing's particularly new, but having a style and a perspective is what's new and interesting.
Speaking of perspective, and all you talked about with Eddie.
I love you, Senor Segway.
That's a new name on this bitch.
There's an ongoing issue in this very podcast concerning Eddie Murphy. How do you feel about the film Boomerang?
It's an
Yes,
amazing
we-
movie.
What did you say it again? Say that
Can you
again.
say I get louder so that
Boomerang's
people
an
can...
amazing movie. What
We want to make sure you repeat it so we can hear. 'cause
Yeah.
I don't need to because there's clearly a goal. Tell me the context. And I'll respond.
So Prim, we got Prim to
I
find.
disagree. I feel like I disagree. I mean, yeah, it is.
No.
It is.
you on that?
Thank you.
Not the
Thank you.
subjective
Okay,
part. The
look
way
at
you
that.
said Boomerang was trash. nigga.
Oh, why do you think Boomerang is trash?
I mean, I think as a comedy, you know what I mean, you judge it by the amount of laughs. I feel like I got 0 good laughs out of it. But and again, I see where it's, you know what I mean, I respect it for its time period because it was like very early 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it like put on like the John Witherspoon stick. Like that was new at the time. Like if that was my first time seeing it, yeah. If that was my first time seeing John Witherspoon stick, I'd have been like, okay, this is funny as shit. But like it's tame compared to all the others.
I just feel like a reevaluation
it's not up there, bro.
is in order.
Nah. Well, I watched it for the first time as an adult, like 2 years ago.
He's
Like
in there wilding.
Just wild.
As woman behind the fence.
Even though I would
Woman
say,
Behind the Fence is all right. It's kind of funny.
in my reevaluation of Boomerang, because I watched that the Idol shit with The Weeknd, and I'm convinced his only motivation was I want to feel all over Johnny Depp's daughter titties and shit.
Lily Rose Depp.
And so I feel like that's what Eddie sort of did with Boomerang. Like, how can I fucking fuck with Holly and Robin Givens in the same fucking movie? And did this, it happened? Quentin Tarantino wrote himself sucking on some Hayek feet and shit.
Because he had all these foot
Here's
fetishes.
what's also amazing. Here's why I love Eddie, right?
Yeah.
He's got icons in that movie who, at that point in his career, he had theoretically surpassed.
Yes.
Right? He's got Robin Givens, right?
Chris Rock.
We got Martin Lawrence. We got Chris Rock, right? Who we now know who are great.
David Allen Greer.
But you know who else? He got David Allen Greer. You know who else he got? He got Eartha Kitt.
Yeah, Eartha Kitt. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He got Grace Jones.
Halle
Facts.
Berry.
Yeah.
Halle Berry. But Eartha Kitt and Grace Jones are black women
Icons.
who are icons and theoretically at that time were maybe past their prime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and he's good with that. Like Harlem Nights. Like he's got
Della Reese, Red Fox.
Red Fox.
Robin Harris. There's so many people in that.
So it's amazing to me because I think probably Grace, outside of Conan the Barbarian, right? He's fucking licking Eartha Kitt's pussy in that goddamn shit. Like he is giving high praise to these black female icons in this movie, who I think I barely knew at the time that movie came out.
Facts,
like literally, Grace Jones takes perfume out of her pussy
From her panties.
and then Eartha Kitt is sexually intimidating him, and he's got to go down on her. Yes,
darling.
It's amazing, and so to me, and I think those are things are missed. That if you're watching it now, it's kind of like trying to watch the first Star Wars now. Like if you watch Star Wars, that's not going to be amazing to you because you've seen
all the stuff that it pioneered. It's,
that they've done. You've seen a version of a lightsaber fight. You've seen a boy who didn't know he was the one. You've seen a space battle. Like you've seen an empire be fought against. And I think in certain times, look, I think the humor still stand out, but I think there's certain things that make it. You feel like you've seen it just because you're a product of the culture that was created after the fact.
I mean, I definitely understand that effect with movies. That happens with a lot of movies.
Layla
but
Rashawn was in it.
I feel like I could be objective with that shit, but I just didn't see it, man. But I mean, I guess I am tripping.
That's
Y'all
gonna be
are
our first
all
live show. We gonna watch
industry niggas.
Boomerang.
I'm some guy, you know what I mean?
Gotta like Boomerang.
Well, yeah, I know, I understand.
I did some chat real quick.
I appreciate that. Somebody said it. Somebody said it now.
Who the fuck are you? You don't like Boomerang.
Just aggressive with this nigga. Shouts out to the homie Win says, love the home balls. P.S. Look up Miles Bullock. Thought that was prim with a haircut on multiple occasions.
Miles Bullock? I don't know who that is.
Oh, God.
Oh, this nigga. Oh, you already had him pulled up? Yeah, so I can see. We got the forehead.
White men can't
He
Like-
from
New white men
BMF.
can't jump.
Sloping forehead or
Oh,
whatever.
I saw. Okay, yeah, he was in that horrible White Man Can't Jump remake.
Oh.
I got nothing to say about
Oh,
that.
that's why Mark had him pulled up already. Yeah, and that Mark is
Oh, I got
joint.
nothing to say about that. I just can't, I'm not going to talk too much about current movies,
Listen, I feel like
even
this.
if I hate them.
Here's my thing. I also have
I'm
a
in
job
this
as a
business
movie
every
reviewer in a sense.
Well, but do you?
Yes.
You get paid for a job, right?
I do.
But you got in movies.
I,
You know what I
He
mean?
in movies. He in movies.
What movie was you in?
I'm in Chirac. I'm in. Don't
no.
do
He
this.
said movie.
I'm in
This
movies.
nigga said movies. That don't count. No, that counts.
I'm not in a lot of shit either. But I'm an actor.
Push this nigga out of the car.
What's your last movie? Oh, let's look up your IMDb.
We
Yeah,
do,
oh,
this
we
happens every
constantly
week.
daily.
This is every week.
So I'm in Dog.
What's your most recent movie?
It was Dog. Channing Tatum's movie.
What the fuck is that?
The movie with Channing Tatum did where he was the
Play the
vet.
dog?
No,
That's what he got a talking dog. This Jay Watts.
I'm sick of this Channing Tatum.
No, honestly, bro.
This shit is rough.
You would have a good ass talking dog voice, bro. You would have a good ass
I
talking
wish I
dog
was in
voice,
Strays.
bro. Please do a
First off,
talking
they
dog
didn't even
voice.
put you in the poster. They put a nameless dog. That's not a movie.
I ain't got that. I ain't got that. My face on the front, nigga.
No, you gotta put your face on it.
Just make my own.
No. Like a lot of times, if you're a successful actor, they'll put you on a poster.
No, we good, man. Jay be out here, man.
I'm trying to build you.
You are.
Nah.
I still can't. You know what? I'm
Hey,
just.
bring it, man. I got nothing. I don't care.
I could-
Chat talk about.
Talk your shit. Don't hold your tongue.
I'm not holding. I ain't got nothing to say right now.
Oh, okay. You getting dog.
This is my favorite episode. 100% my favorite episode.
Should have brought this nigga in here.
He said Jay was in Green Mile.
Oh, that's fucking
Did you hold your
good.
hand?
John Coffin. Folks.
Hold my
They
hand,
said
both.
they heard you was battle rapping in Green Mile.
That's hilarious. Oh.
When you get an applause break from a producer,
Hey, I'm in the
that's in fact. That's
Oh,
incredible.
dog.
That's incredible. Oh my God.
You know what?
It's a good show.
Yeah, it's fun.
show.
We have fun here.
It's a fun show.
Holy shit. Chad just really talking about Grace Jones' Cootie Cat. Really.
Somebody called me 2B Dave Chappelle.
yeah.
That's very offensive.
You know what? Another thing. That's what I was thinking about with Grace
Very
Jones.
offensive.
A lot of people didn't know about her because remember, In Living Color spoofed her.
Yep,
Kim
yep,
Wayans
yep.
has spoofed her.
Yep.
And so, like, again, people didn't know who this chick is.
Totally.
First off, to say that people didn't know who Grace Jones is,
There are some people who didn't.
there are some people who didn't.
Yeah.
Don't say she was an international model.
Yeah, she was an international.
She was in movies. She had albums.
Yes.
Some people didn't
Yeah,
know
some
who she
people,
was.
okay.
And the newer and the younger folk don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bad news.
Because at some point, people are going to forget who I am, and they barely know who I am right now.
You that nigga in that thing?
Yeah. I'm heavy that nigga.
Yeah, that's what I say about.
Yeah.
That's what even like movies like Boomerang, like even shit I like and shit I say is not gonna be funny at some point. So it's just the circle of life type of shit.
That's why we're
man.
trying to get monetized now. So if you subscribe to the Black Boy,
Get us while it's hot. I mean, we are.
Are
we
you guys monetized?
Yeah, we're monetized.
You
yeah.
cut out a lot of what you say.
this no, on this channel we're monetized.
So on his channel, because we're on the Princess Cinema channel live, we're doing the whole Black Boy Content Club, our own YouTube channel. We need 1,000 subscribers over there.
yeah.
What is this on?
This is on Princess Cinema. We on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
cinema
You
channel.
know the thing you watch regularly?
Hollywood Cinema.
As he walks out like Rick Ross.
That's hilarious.
Mostly kind of say, I gotta pee.
Yeah, do you think?
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
think?
So professional.
If this nigga pulled the Rick Ross and didn't come back, that shit would be
I wouldn't be
incredible.
surprised. This
That
nigga
shit
called,
incredible.
y'all didn't know this nigga that called the Uber the whole time.
Let's text all the celebrities he know and
That's
say some
hilarious.
crazy shit.
Yeah, I don't got the.
That's that nigga. Hey, throw that nigga's phone. So like, what was y'all week? One thing we didn't do.
Oh,
What was your
yeah.
week like, nigga?
Oh, weekly recap.
Yeah,
Well,
Prim, what
okay.
you do get into, brother?
I've been chilling, man. I actually got into I got into making my beats again, bro. Like like a lot of the
shit, for real?
yeah. So a lot of people don't know. Like low key, I was like a producer back in the day. That's why I started the channel was
Yeah.
like just so I could have a way to like put my beats on something. I'll put a beat at the end or whatever.
Oh,
I still
okay.
do it. I'm pretty sure, but.
Oh, those are Prim
Yeah,
originals.
yeah, those
okay,
are
I saw
original
that
beats
shit.
on that. So yeah, I started getting into
Producer.
Yeah, I upgraded my software and shit, and you know what I mean, I got one of the little MIDI pads. and-
Okay.
So yeah, I've been making some music, and cause they even got like little asset stores, like cause like people make like their own indie games now,
Yeah,
like random
yeah.
shit like that. So like you can make like some cinematic ass little music joints, jingles and shit, and sell them
Yeah,
bitches
yeah.
for like, you know what I mean,
I mean, nigga,
on the
You making
shit,
your
so,
own
yeah.
soundtracks to the Princess
So
City.
yeah.
So you ain't got to worry about no copyright shit. Just make your own shit.
I'm just saying, just on the side is like a little hobby.
Yeah.
Because this was my hobby at first, but now it's like
It's your job,
work and
job.
shit. So
because I
that's
remember
my new
asking
hobby.
you about
New
your
hobby.
beats and
New
shit.
hobby
You were
of living.
like, oh yeah, you don't want to hear my mid ass beats. Dude,
well, yeah, I
good
mean,
on you.
Yeah. Now they hard too.
we should make a fucking theme song for the podcast.
Yeah,
I should, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, make that as a hobby. Shit.
Well, so I had a couple of homeballs. I do the radio streams or whatever. And I
Right.
had a couple of homeballs sending some submissions for the
Oh, no doubt.
for the theme song or whatever.
Okay.
okay,
Yeah,
gotta check it out.
Yeah,
Hell
we'll
yeah.
check 'em
Also,
out.
shouts out to somebody sent us. They want to do some like social media clips for us. clips for us, and they sent the clips to our email, which to try to see what they can do, and we can post those. So shouts out to everybody who's basically been trying to support us, help us grow.
Timberland.
Timberland, that's hilarious.
That shit hard as fuck. I love that.
That's fine.
Oh, that nigga had 30 seconds coming, but I was like, this nigga done left. And the only reason he came back is like, I forgot my phone.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
This nigga didn't want to come back. He said, I left the phone.
We texted every celebrity you know. Dick pics.
It's just Tamar Braxton.
And wink.
Not even Tamar, nigga, Tamar.
One of the other cousins.
Not Lorenz Tate getting dick pics.
Lamar Tate, the bro.
Oh my God.
But yeah, what was your week? So what was your week like, Chris?
Just busy, man. Just busy. I'm excited to work with the industry plant. What's it?
Bobby
Bobby Althoff, man.
The white girl?
We launched her tour. It's like a
Nigga, she has a tour.
like
I
handful
guess.
of cities.
Wow. What is
Yeah.
this? Awkward?
Pot, yeah.
So we doing her live podcast with Funny Marco in the building with her.
That's funny.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. I just got back from San Diego with the boy Corey Holcomb at 2 sold-out shows.
Corey. I like Corey because he can't read.
Yeah. Him and Craig Smith was roasting the shit out of each other.
Craig Smith, that nigga.
I
Craig
was
Smith.
dying,
Yo,
man.
I met Craig one time. It's not even really a meeting. I started doing stand-up, going hard the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And I was somewhere, because you just be showing up to random venues to try to do
Yeah, of
stand-up
course.
and stuff. Jay get it. He, you know, he's not successful. And then, so a lot
Did
of...
you just yell me? First of all,
Don't you know you talking to a runner-up at the Big Sky Comedy Festival?
disrespectful.
that was, you know what, I'm going to get up out of here myself.
Push it further. Push it all the way. Push it all the
That was
way.
disrespectful.
I ran into Craig.
shit.
This is the
I
most...
just doing current events.
This feels like the most Craig/Meehan story.
Yeah.
I'm up here trying to get my comedy on.
Yeah.
And I run into him. He's like, he don't even say I look like Dave Chappelle. He say like, he's like, don't he look like Randall? Like, it's just like some other comic. He knows.
That nigga said
He's like, I
Randall.
thought you was Randall, man. I was about to smack you on the back of the head and be like, Randall. And I was like, I'm not him. He's like, oh, that's crazy. I was like, oh. I was like, it's not as crazy for me because I never heard of him.
Yeah, who the fuck is Randall?
I don't know what that is. And then he goes to do stand-up. Craig is one of the best stand-ups I've ever seen in terms of particularly just making stuff up. He don't
Facts,
need,
yeah.
He don't need to have material. He'll just go wherever it is and do. And he's like, man, I thought that was Randall. And I was like, this is a bit? How am I part of this bit?
Why are y'all laughing? Y'all don't know Randall
I
either.
was like, this is good shit, man.
You just said that, who the fuck is Randall?
Fucking
Yeah, he was like,
funny.
oh, that thing about that comic I don't know, looking like that other comic I don't know, that shit was hot. I'm like, so I love
That's funny,
Craig.
yeah.
Yeah,
Craig's that
because
nigga,
Corey
man.
was wearing like he had on a fit, and then he has like some black, like leather, like studded boots. And Craig said he had the Janet Jackson control boots on. the House of Blues almost emptied the fuck out.
He's good. He's
That
good
was a
at
good
just
time, man.
stupid ass references.
Yeah.
Jackson control booth?
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. Best shit I heard all night.
Oh, fuck. Well, I mean, as far as my week goes, just Chris summarized it. I was a runner-up in the Big Sky.
Hey.
I'm getting all that. This man look like he sell fire ass oxtails. Oh my god.
Who thinks of some shit like
Oxtail. I used to love oxtails on the block. I ain't even go.
I like more subtle was earlier. Someone said you look like you'd be like, "Hey, let me holler at you." And I just don't. I don't even know what that means necessarily. I love it. It's perfect though.
Wait, they cloned it.
That's my
Look,
fuck.
not they cloned Tyrone. They cloned Dave Chappelle.
God damn.
Oh my god.
All right, so one topic
else
I
you
wanted
got?
to get into, yeah, so before we get out of
got an
here.
agenda.
Sometimes you should just go
Sometimes,
to it.
yeah.
No
Yeah,
segue
yeah.
is necessary.
I like
I
it.
like it. I like
Yeah,
what
we
the show
be
is.
chilling,
It's
yeah.
good. It's
So
Professional.
I actually I recently watched this movie. It's called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Oh,
It is a
Wait, it's
gritty
out?
reboot. Yeah, it's out. Yeah, it's
gritty
they about
reboot.
to make a second one.
Well,
yeah.
I didn't know it had dropped. I
Yeah,
never,
the first one's out already. It's,
Where'd you watch it at?
It's
Where'd you
pretty
watch
bad.
it?
I forget where
Yeah, that's what I
I
wanted.
bootlegged it. I don't know. I'm gonna go post
Okay,
it.
I saw
It's
you
not.
do
It's
that.
very low budget, but
Of course it's
I
bad.
see the vision,
Yeah.
and and maybe hopefully the second one will be better. But they opened the door.
He's optimistic.
Yeah,
It's Winnie the Pooh and Piglet murdering
No, I'm
people.
saying, yeah,
Because it's public domain.
but no, I'm
now.
saying like the mask like look hella fake or whatever. You can
Yeah.
like tell it was like a guy in a costume type shit. Like, but
No, wait, but I thought that was the. Wait, is the premise it's actual bear?
It's
no, it is
actual
Winnie the Pooh. But yeah, like the effects just like
Wait,
Oh, he's supposed to be like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's Winnie the-
Christopher
yeah,
Robin
he's
is
supposed-
like, yo,
he
Winnie
left
is
him in the
crazy.
woods or whatever.
Oh, it's not supposed to be a guy in a mask.
No,
no,
it is
yeah,
Winnie.
it's Winnie the Pooh. Yeah.
Get the fuck
It
out
is
of
Winnie.
here!
It's actual Winnie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nigga, I thought it was
No,
like.
because
I
Tigger
thought he was
gets
a mass murderer.
no,
wearing
because
a
Tigger
Winnie
gets
the Pooh mask.
murdered. Like actual T.I. double.
Yeah, it's him and Piglet, and Christopher Robin left him in the woods, and he comes back one day as an adult, and they're like, "Bro, why the fuck you leave?"
Oh,
man?
so they're supposed to be
trying to
real
kill him or
creatures.
whatever.
Oh,
yeah, they're
my
real
God.
creatures or
I thought
whatever.
they were people
So it's a
in
fire ass premise.
Wait,
they
it's
just, you know
earned
what I mean?
$2.5 million at the box office on a
Yeah, they're
budget of
getting a
$100K.
sequel. They're getting
Hey,
a
that's
sequel,
doing
bro.
great.
That's
That's
what I'm
doing
saying. The
great,
sequel, they're
bro.
gonna up it. So
Oh, budget of-
that got me thinking about other gritty childhood reboots that we can do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my mind is blown.
I'm thinking Care Bears, bro. I'm thinking the Care Bears
Care Bears would be
got
dope.
different powers and
I don't
shit.
care
Fucking
bears.
people's.
No, I don't.
Oh, they don't.
Shit.
They hate everybody. They spreading hate.
That's
They
the
spreading
bad
hate
guys.
around the world.
Yeah.
The hate bears or
I got one. Do the Rugrats like kids.
Oh my
Rugrats,
god! Like,
oh
Do
my
like
God.
the
kid-
90s kids,
Yeah, like
the
the like
black and
90s
white shit.
Yeah, like
Oh,
the kid,
that's
not yeah, like
funny.
the
Where they get AIDS and shit?
Rugrats like kids.
and not the Magic Johnson AIDS.
Yeah, like,
That's
they'll
the-
actually kill
That's
you.
the actual. That's the Kobe beef age.
Holy shit!
So yeah, you do Rugrats like the 90s movie kids.
They
Yeah,
tried
you
to
do
do
anything,
like
bro.
basically the folks from Henson, like Jim Henson's son, tried to come through on some like dark Henson shit, some dark comedy Henson shit. With Melissa McCarthy, it was like
Yeah, Happy Time Murders.
Happy Time, yeah.
It had so much potential when you saw the trailer, and then you watch the movie. It's like, this shit is terrible. Did you ever see Meet the Feebles?
yeah,
It's Peter
That's
Jackson's-
Peter Jackson. Yeah, that's
Peter Jackson's first movie. It's like it's a dark British Muppet shit. It's wild as fuck. If you ever see, you gotta watch Meet the Feebles.
okay.
But I got, like I said, I got Rugrats. We got the I Don't Care Bears.
I always
Oh,
wanted.
shit, this is legal.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
remember that. I'm old, so like this is like
Still remember Weezy and not cool.
I always feel like I'm breaking the law.
He's
That's
like,
hilarious.
shit.
I just forgot.
That's how you
No,
know
yeah,
you're
I'm
high.
from-
When
yeah,
you just
I'm
had
from-
that
yeah.
revelation midway through. Oh, wait, I can do this.
No, that's real. I'm from the East Coast. I only been here like 2 years or
Yeah, I'm
something.
from Brooklyn, so
So
I-
yeah, I'm not used to that shit.
But also, even the shit that protects you don't catch up to black people for like 8 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
they
it's like
don't
it'll be
even realize
legal,
it.
but they're like not for you.
Hilarious.
You know.
So it's funny you brought this up because I literally wanted to do this shit. There was a time that I was a comic book editor at Boom Studios, and we had the Disney license, so we were making Disney comics. And we literally remember DuckTales?
Yes.
So remember the Beagle Boys?
Yeah.
So there's this writer named Ed Brubaker. He wrote a book called
Ed is
Criminal.
my shit. I think Ed also did the Armed Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
yeah.
I got a signed
He
comic
wrote
from him.
Captain America during the Winter Soldier era. He wrote this book called Criminal. He wrote Daredevil. He wrote a bunch of shit. We literally pitched him a Beagle Boys like gritty crime drama that was
Oh,
like The
shit.
Wire.
Oh,
it was like,
shit,
nigga, if
that's
you wrote,
hilarious.
we just call it Beagle.
Just Beagle?
Yeah. Because they were like an organized crime
Yeah,
family.
they
They all had to
were,
fucking, they
bro.
all had just escaped from prison and
The
shit.
outfits, yeah.
That shit would have been the greatest thing of all time.
that's
But
fire.
He stayed to it.
Producer Yo said
Disney
Peter.
wouldn't let us do it.
Ah, yeah, that makes
Pe-
sense.
Producer Yo said Peter Pan sneaking in the kids'
Oh,
bedroom.
nah,
Stop it.
I don't know. He a serial killer? Hey,
Let's
what's
go
that-
ahead and do
I
this.
don't got my glasses on. What that super chat say? Shout out to
Bad
the
News
homies.
Buck said both of the roasts were me, but since y'all missed both of my super chats, let's run it again.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that. Who will win in a multiverse edition? Malcolm Barrett versus Dave Chappelle versus Bokeem Woodbine.
Oh, wow.
Let me tell you something. I got a chance against Bokeem.
yeah.
You ain't got no hope against
Dave
Dave.
is jacked.
I'm
I'm about to
Jack
say,
and
I don't know
shit,
when the
yeah.
last time y'all
Dave-
saw Dave, but
Dave is, first off, I met him 3-4 times, never remembers me, and that's okay. Because I got friends in my life I never remember.
Yeah.
These are real, these are actual real friends.
Yeah.
And I think I would lose it. If he ain't got no actual hands, I think I got a shot.
No, you're supposed to say you win every time, bro. You're supposed to take it there,
so-
man.
I know,
Well,
I come
because-
from this school of I ain't gonna talk no shit. I'm gonna just do what I do.
Well, that's because Chris is getting. Well, here's the thing: Chris getting whooped by Lupe Fiasco.
No. That
That's
was
the
never
one thing,
established
yeah.
that was what's happening. They put me up against this nigga one time
Against
in
you
a
and
verse.
Lupe?
Yeah. And I'm like, fuck?
They said he would kick and push.
Yeah, exactly.
Nigga, chat was like, this nigga happy. It's like, Chris getting his ass whooped by
This
Lupe
nigga,
Fiasco.
fuck this old
You and Lupe?
Baxter Stockman
Lupe
looking ass
Oh,
nigga.
Lupe
Fuck that nigga.
They got swords now.
Told this nigga.
I was saying, but we sword fighting.
I don't know.
When did we start
I
fencing?
don't know. I
Ain't
don't
no
know.
fencing, nigga. This nigga for the 7
Yeah, I don't want to parry and thrust at this nigga. We talking
I
about
don't know.
run and fade. God damn it.
Brandon, who the fuck is Malcolm? Who the fuck is your mama, Brandon? Your mama's ex.
Prim watching Lenny. It was Prim versus Lenny Kravitz.
Nah, I don't know. That nigga's you talking about Jack, bro. You
Yeah,
talking
you
about
talking
Jack?
shape.
He
Discipline?
hit you with one of them long scarves?
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Them trained scars.
So he gonna run at you full speed and then jump into your soul.
Yeah,
And
nah.
then beat you from the inside
He's
out.
gonna tell you why you should love.
Yeah, right. He gonna give you the
Hey, you
Care
can't
Bear
move.
stare.
You just
nigga.
stand there like this.
And I was like, your dreads get longer.
I get it now.
I
I'm
understand. I
enlightened.
see.
We said Lydia beat this nigga by Avatar Lincoln with his dreads. Say Lenny would lock your chakras up.
Yeah, I don't got know who wins, man. But yeah, that's the running thing. We put
You versus
people in
Lenny
arbitrary
Kravitz?
fights.
Shout
No,
out
just
to
people
the
in
homie-
arbitrary fights or whatever.
Shout out
We
to the
do
homie
that,
wins,
man.
and also shout out to Jay in that one commercial, All Star. Appreciate it.
Nah, I do see that a
Empress
lot.
commercial. Yeah, I see the
Hella
Empress
niggas
commercial.
be hitting me. Ain't that your thick ass homeboy dressed as a security guard? Yeah, like, oh yeah, that's Jay.
That's my man.
Say the line. Say I ain't signed Jody's birthday
Yeah.
card or whatever.
Say it. Yo, who would win between you and Bam Bam Bigelow?
Me, because I'm alive.
Shit.
Shout out Bam Bam.
Nah, what's the nigga that played Huel on Breaking Bad or whatever?
Oh, Lavelle.
Lavelle, nigga.
Lavelle got you probably. No, he lost all the weight.
Lavelle ain't
no.
got no type of
He ain't
mobility.
got no
Yeah, he's
deck.
done. man.
Usually, you were a wrestler, right?
Yeah, I still am.
Yeah. Okay.
you
Well,
right.
so calm down.
Now, Jay, I think Jay beats Lavelle Crawford. I don't think Jay beats Huel. Huel is going, is beating that ass.
Don't try no headlocks. I think
Ask Malcolm where he get his Gucci Milkman outfit.
Gucci Milkman.
Gucci Milkman
Let's go.
is a mixtape that definitely came out in
That's
Atlanta
fire.
without
That's a
question.
fire
First
ass
off,
man.
I was at an audition for Holy Man.
Yeah.
Every day of your life.
You know what? I love what's happening in the chat. People are just putting Jay against various thick niggas. And like Jay versus Mark Henry, Jay versus Bruce.
Does that mean the mythical Mark Henry?
No, not John Henry, nigga. The wrestler.
Like the
right?
wrestler, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. Jay versus Faison Love. See, now we getting somewhere. We're getting closer and closer. We're getting closer and closer.
All right.
This time it's personal.
Do you think you could take Phase Out Love?
Yeah, because that nigga's kidneys ain't worth shit.
Ah,
Shot that nigga. Hey, digest
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Hit that nigga with an
That's it,
insulin
man.
shot in the pancreas. Watch that nigga drop. Oh shit, I thought bro was white was from. And they thought he was
I've
from
been getting
being.
this Bishop Sycamore thing
They
forever.
thought he
Oh,
was
that's
white.
funny. Shit.
pull that up.
Yo, I've yet to see this Bishop
ain't watched
Sycamore.
I gotta watch
No,
it. I haven't seen
I
it.
feel like I gotta watch.
Bro,
Everybody been coming at me about this Bishop Sycamore. thing.
Yeah.
And I saw
We
one.
said in the Discord, nigga, you gotta play this nigga in
I
the
saw
movie.
10 seconds of this. I was like, this motherfucker's insane.
Dude, that
Yeah,
one picture with him
he's
looking like a
fire.
super
That's
villain.
what
I mean,
that right there,
That's-
Jesus
I would
Christ.
wear that shirt.
That nigga's insane, bro.
Why is he standing next to a real referee?
He's a coach.
Nigga, he's a coach, right?
But he didn't go to
Quote,
no real
unquote.
games.
No. He got these boys put on national TV and got dog walked by the #1 high school in the country.
But that referee, he's from Foot Locker, right? Like, that's not a real
Real referee.
right?
Hey, man.
He got him on TV?
And they got whooped.
Yeah,
Look,
just
one
mild.
player got his
Grown
fuck. He
ass
tore his
adults.
Achilles in like the first play, and they didn't have no medical. They didn't have no medical team. The medical team was the boy's mama who just came and just stood over him like,
God damn.
It was his mama. They was like, "Where's his medical staff?" I'm at.
That's
He
crazy.
didn't have no like stretchers. Didn't have no
He didn't know
gauze.
he
Didn't
was
have
supposed to
shit.
provide your own medical staff.
This nigga didn't have nothing.
That's
Yo,
crazy.
I'm kind of fascinated now.
Yeah, we
You
definitely.
gotta
I gotta
watch
go watch
it.
that shit, man.
Somebody said, is that Jamar Neighbors? It's not. But Jamar is the homie, though. Shout out to
homie.
Jamar.
I'm about to say,
Yeah, so it's
he in
Martin
Texas
Yo.
right now, right?
Yeah,
So I
DVA
gotta
moved to Austin.
I got to find out this whole BS.
Yeah, bro, you got to watch that shit.
Dude took out PPP loans in a dude's names under barbershop owners?
Yeah, under the kid's name. All the kids got bad. Most of the kids got bad fucking credit.
PPP
I'm
loans,
dead
yeah.
ass serious, bro.
Yeah.
The
Just to pay
kids
for
got
the
bad credit.
thing.
He took out PPP loans in their name. This motherfucker. This was the genius shit. He would have them go on the road living in hotels. He couldn't feed them. So he said in the morning he would call like a supermarket in the deli and order 25 chickens to pick up at noon. Well, he don't go pick it up at noon. He go to right before they close at like 6 or 7 because now they marking them down to like $5.
hilarious.
God
So
damn.
he can buy them.
Oh, that's a good plan.
Dave,
Okay. So
I'm
he's a leader.
interested.
He's a leader of
Hey,
men. He's a
wait, wait.
visionary.
He's a weight maker is what we saying.
Oh, why you ain't say that?
Hey man, hey, we about to get ready to get out of here. I know you can't promote nothing, but
Do we got any who wins?
I don't got no who wins this week. We already kind of going over
You can
time. I
look
got
on my
PT.
IMDb and find out what's currently available.
Yeah. Definitely check them out. Definitely
you
check
go.
them out for
Malcolm
sure.
Barrett.
You can't plug your social media or nothing.
Oh
You
yeah, I
get your social
can.
media? Okay.
I don't. I just don't care.
Also,
Okay.
what, damn, that's
Okay,
what before we
that's
go.
fine.
You
That's
also,
fine.
and I will give him credit for this. Malcolm is a dope rapper. Malcolm got bars, bro.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Malcolm got bars.
Well, this nigga making
promote.
beats and shit. Y'all
You
make
beats?
Yeah.
I make
This nigga
beats.
make
Yeah.
beats.
Oh, you were in the using bathroom? Yeah. I make beats, bro. Yeah, check in, man.
We an established thing.
I'm working on my album, man. You got. Let's go. Shit.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
We'll exchange.
Yeah, you can
We'll do
follow
that.
me on at Malcolm Barrett at Verbal Be Rapping on Instagram, and I don't know. I'll be talking about stuff. You know,
That's what's up.
I'm gonna play in January. It don't matter, man.
You
Nice.
sound so excited about the play.
You know what it is? I don't care. Like things are going good enough. Like this ain't gonna change my life.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I feel you. I definitely feel you.
I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, Premises Cinema Man, thank y'all for tuning in. I gotta go pee. Y'all can do the outro.
Oh, that's why this nigga hurrying it up and
Yeah,
shit.
hell
Yeah, you met Chris_please at all things social media. Holla at me there, man.
Y'all already know Instagram, TikTok, and Mr. J Washington, MRJAY. You should know how to spell Washington. But I really want to say this. This Friday, September 29th, 9:45
Doing
at the
his show.
Hollywood Improv. I'm doing Jay Washington Friends. I got Malcolm Barrett doing stand-up on the show.
I do stand-up.
I also got Brittany Furlan, my cousin Taquita Love, Pink Fox, and Martin Morrow. It's going to be a dope show at the Hollywood Improv. Go get your tickets for that this Friday. Friday.
I started doing stand up. I was doing it in New York, but I took a 20-year break and came back the last 2-3 years.
Hell yeah.
And then you got me on your show this week, so it's fun.
Yeah, man. We did the shit in San Diego at Comic-Con. Been watching you work
Yeah.
around, bro. So, yeah.
Because I'm trying not to be one of these assholes that just goes like, I'm a comic now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're going to catch me at some open mics, some low-key things. You're going to catch me at some bigger things, but you're going to catch me at some range of stuff, man.
Yes, indeed. So look, we will holler at you. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow the Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel, everything. We'll holler at y'all next week. We'll be back. We out. Peace.
Hey.